Oh, wow. We're here to talk about some twins I know. Gemini. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Will's Wisdom and More. My name is Will, and this is my Tarot and Oracle channel that I created, where I do daily, weekly, yearly, and monthly Oracle card readings and Tarot readings to give you insight into, what's going on with your lives. And I'm back now with the monthly sign of the Gemini, the twins, the ones who are of duality. And so Gemini, as always, I'm using the Anna K Tarot deck, sponsored by London Jador. Please go check out her channel, darling. She is fabulous. And I'm also using the, Doreen Virtue and Radeline Valentine Oracle cards. Alright, and so the spread I'm using is called the Horseshoe Spread. So with the Horseshoe Spread, basically it's 7 cards, and I kind of lay them out in a weird order, but it's 7 cards, and each position means a certain thing, okay? And then also I have these on the bottom here are going to be our overall themes and things you need to know, themes for the month for Gemini that you need to focus on. And up here we have our overall messages, your spirit guides or angels or whatever you want to choose to, what your deities want you to know. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and just jump right into it, Gemini. Are you ready? I am. Because it's all about control. And I still got lots of it. Sorry guys. I get a little humor. So, Gemini. The first card also represents your past, where you were. Okay, so going into June. And we have the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles, first and foremost, represents earth signs, right? But beyond that, it represents your finances. And so here you are, as a Gemini person, you are starting off trying to juggle something in front of these people here. Okay, so you're trying to balance, get game balance. You're trying to balance something, whether it's maybe a school and career, maybe you just had a baby, maybe you're trying to save up money, yet also make sure you budget so you can get the things that you need. But in the past you were juggling something, or there's something you're still trying and managing to juggle, okay? That's what the Two of Pentacles represents. So, the second card represents where you are right now in your present moment, Gemini. Alright, you have the High Priestess, and I felt compelled to turn this up right. Apparently my card decided to feed off the Taurus energy from the last video. I don't know why. We'll see what happens. So the High Priestess is the 5th card in the Major Arcana. And the High Priestess represents spirituality in its purest form. So what this is telling me is that you are seeking answers outside of yourself to maybe some kind of religious organization or a church or somebody that you might know, or even me. Because you're here watching this video. But he represents it represents like seeking answers outside of yourself in a religious manner. So whether that be researching some kind of religion or something. So where you are is you're trying out different things. You're connecting with yourself on a spiritual level, and you're really looking for the answers or seeing what's going on outside of yourself, okay? Gemini, that's what I get for that. The third card is what will happen for you in the future. It's the future event card, okay? And so Gemini for June, oh great, you have the Four of Rods. Excuse me. So rods are represented by fire signs, and so the Four of Rods is a very good card. It represents happier, prosperous times coming to you. So I get a sense that in June, Gemini, with this happy, prosperous card here, these people here with these rods, and each one has one in each hand, and they're traveling together on this road. Looks like they're about to go on a hike. I really sense that you might be getting out in nature in June and connecting more with nature, or you might be getting together with friends for some kind of celebration or some kind of prosperous event of some sort. But you're really going to be connecting with your friends come June, okay? Alright, and so the fourth card we have represents your best course of action based on the situation, okay? So, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. But actually, I felt like it was, I'm feeling it should have been upright. Sorry about that, guys. So, we have the 10th card in the Major Arcana, and that's interesting because we had in the second position, we had the High Priest, which is the 5th. So now we have 5 more, or half more of that, which is the Wheel of Fortune upright. So the Wheel of Fortune, point blank simple, is like the Wheel of Life. It's the 10th card, the Major Arcana, and it represents the many different cycles we go through in life as far as a financial upfall or practical upfall. It can also represent, like I said, different cycles. So maybe you had a tough time and now you're climbing your way back up to the top. And so for the Wheel of Fortune for you, I sense that your best course of action is to start looking at the brighter side of things, Gemini. And this is what I feel for you, is that I feel like things are getting better for you, that you really are starting to come into your own, actually, for the month of June. You really feel more confident in the things that you're doing, and you feel like you're on top of the world here. That's an invisible deity or spirit or guardian, whatever you want to call it, that's spinning that wheel there for you. And based on the 4 of Rods being your last card, I feel more compelled to tell you that this is where you are. After all, June is all about you. June speaks your name, and let me tell you, this retrograde with your planet Mercury, this is all about you. So I really feel like you are getting huge blessings right now, and if you haven't, then come June, you're about to, okay? So moving on to the 5th card, Gemini. The 5th card represents, basically, excuse me guys, sorry about that. I'm trying to eat and do this at the same time. The 5th card represents the people in your environment, how they influence you. I do apologize, guys, for that pause. So, for your environment, we have the Page of Rods. So, the Page of Rods, again, rods are fire signs of creativity, passion, desire. So what I would say, and this is a spirituality card in its own, the pages represent young people learning. So what I would sense for this is that maybe there's some young people around you, people younger than you, that you may be teaching, possibly for June, or that you are looking outside of yourself and venturing into a new path or new part of your life that you've never really tried to venture out for. So you're kind of like taking a childlike interest to it in far of a spiritual sense or a passionate sense, a creative sense, okay? And there's people around you that are helping support that, okay? That's what I get for you for June so far. Now the 6th card represents, it can represent a couple things. First off, it represents your fears too, but mainly your obstacles, things you need to overcome and work on for June, okay, Gemini? And we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, so bear with me. So for the things you need to work on is your strength. This is beautiful. I like this reading so far for you guys. So Gemini, what we have here is we have the 8th card in the Major Arcana, and this is strength. Strength is one of my favorite cards in that Major Arcana, but also this year, 2015, adds up to the number 8. And so 8 is our personal theme this year, and 8 is tapping into your personal power. It's the infinity symbol in a vertical position. And so strength represents just that. This woman here is holding this beast, right? And it's got its jaws up, but she's not scared of it. At the same time, even though the beast, the lion here, has its fangs at this woman, it's not trying to really consume her at all. It's kind of seeing if it can intimidate her. But this is telling me, Gemini, is that you're a little bit worried about, just how much strength you possess on the inside. But you will overcome any obstacles that you may come across, and you will tackle them strongly and tap into that personal power that you know you have, and you will overcome that. And I tell you that because of the big bright sun in the background, okay? So moving on quickly, I got to get a little bit faster this. I apologize, Gemini. The 7th card is the overall result of the reading too, okay? And so, this is beautiful. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. So Pentacles represent earth signs. And so the 7 of Pentacles is kind of a weird card in its own. But traditionally what it really means, and if you look here, we have this guy. He's got these pentacles here that he's planting, right? So they represent like seeds. Look at the pentacle behind him. He pulled that out and that was matured. So this represents that you are putting the time in to plant new things and create new things in your life, as well as appreciate and take time to harvest and overlook the things that you've already harvested and already learned. So this could represent lessons or places or even money, but you're really learning how to save up your money and focus on getting yourself together, your life together as far as a practical sense, okay? So that's what I get for that. All right? So now we're going to jump into what any messages your spirit guides, your oracle, your spirit guides or guardian angels may want you to know, okay, for the month of June. So the first card we had, Gemini, is not the right time. I've never had this card before. This is interesting. Let's just take a look at the card. So this lady's in purple here, and there's not many bright lights around her. Actually, it's kind of a little drab, if you ask me. But she's just kind of floating in air. She doesn't look very glorious at all. She kind of looks just kind of like a normal, mundane woman up close. I'm going to go ahead and see real quick while I look, see if I can find my book to see what the book says, because I've never had this card before, and I want to see what it might say about that, because that's very interesting. Alright, not the right time. Let's find out. Whoopsies! I dropped the book again, Gemini. Sorry. Proof I don't read, or proof I don't edit. So there you go. Okay, dude, I really need to, come on. LM. You guys can look while I'm turning the page too, that's fine. LMN. Okay, come on, keep going. One more page. There we go. Alright, so the card we were focusing on for the first message was not the right time. This is not the right time presently for what you're inquiring about. The answer is not a no, just a not yet. Have patience. Your angels will give you a sign. Okay, so basically what it's saying is whatever you're asking for, it's saying that basically it's not the right time to ask. It's not saying no, and it's not saying yes. It's just saying wait till later on to really ask for whatever you're wanting to know insights into. Okay? And that's interesting, actually. I like that. So we move on to the second card and see what that said. If you believe. Alright, so I can already tell you guys flat out what this one means. Let's take a look at the picture. There. If you believe. We see this woman holding this like 6 or 7 pentagram thing in her hand. Looks like a star shape or triangle shape, star shape. And she's kind of focusing heavily. She's looking at us, but she's also meditating on keeping the energy alive between her hands there. And so what I get a sense for this is Gemini for June. It's telling you that you need to believe and put that energy out there and that good positive energy and focus that things are better, getting better for you, that you are really capable of doing the things that you want to do. Blah, 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 basically. That you need to really just trust and believe in not only yourself, but your friends, your family, as well as your, deities that you believe in, your gods, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, what have you, okay? Because then, once you do that, it will be the right time to go tap into that energy to ask them. But let's see what the third card says. Oh, success. So, bam, there you go. Okay, so, yeah, okay, there we go. So, basically, I don't even need to really access this card. Look at that big old bright light right there. You went from basically not the right time, feeling not so drab, not so pretty or on top of your game here, Gemini, to harnessing your personal energy, hence the strength card, and focusing on the things you really want and believing in them and asking for them, and then you get success. So it's almost like, so for these cards, for your spirit guides advice, looking at those, it's almost like you just weren't sure at the beginning of the month, like what you were feeling really. But you said, okay, I got to look inside myself, or I'm being asked to look inside myself and focus on what things I want and believe in them and trust in them. You release that energy and boom, that's what you get, success. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take a look real quick at the overall energies for the month and messages that you need to focus on as well. So you have the Three of Rods, which is really good actually. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, you guys got a lot of money and creativity cards going on here. Alright, so we're going to go into that in a second. Let's talk about these two real quick for the first set of themes. So it says within the next few weeks, and then you got the Three of Rods. Three of Rods represents, again, creativity, passion, desire, but it also represents being able to move on in a successful manner from something. So you see this man, he's standing on top of this cliff here, and look at that sky. He's looking ahead of his path. It's prosperous. And same thing with this one. In the next few weeks, there's an angel standing here by a beautiful lake. It's almost kind of like these two cards are echoing each other like they're twins. Ha ha ha. But what I get a sense for this is, excuse me, is that you will be moving on to bigger and better pastures or something hugely creative, a new beginning, something new and exciting and different for you in the next few weeks. Or some kind of opportunity will come your way in the next few weeks, okay? And your angels and spirit guides will be guiding you there. And that's the main things you need to focus on, is that moving on to bigger and better pastures, okay? Now, with the Queen of Pentacles, for the other second theme, you got Ask Your Angel. Okay, so there we go. I don't even need to go any further. Basically, Gemini, you see this person right here. He is bending down and he is praying. He's wearing purple color of spirituality. He's praying and he's harnessing his energy and he's praying to his spirit guides and guardian angels to get this abundant beauty here that this lady has with the Queen of Pentacles. She represents being pregnant with practical ideas that help you bring success your way. And so, okay, so you know what? I'm just going to flat out explain this reading to you in a nutshell. You're going to start off the month, basically, Gemini, feeling either a bit unbalanced or the need to be continue to balance things from all the crazy things that happen to you in May. Okay? But you're going to come out, you're going to seek answers outside of yourself, through either talking to friends or religious sense or whatever the case may be. You will come out and have fun and get together with friends and feel more better about the way things are going. Things are going to look up. The wheel of fate will turn for you. Things will get better for you. You'll be continuing to learn new things or teach your success story to other people. And on top of that, you'll tap into your own personal strength and tackle any issues that might come up, any things that you're wanting to begin or whatever. And then you will be able to harness and focus on all the lessons you've learned and all the lessons you haven't learned yet. And that it may seem like not the right time at the first, but you're going to, by the middle of the month, you will have the energy already harnessed, and then by the end of the month, you will have amazing success that you could ever dream of. And that you need to make sure you ask your angels, meditate, pray, whatever, ask your angels, spirit guides, whatever you believe in, for help and guidance. And then you will be able to move on to the bigger picture within the next few weeks. So by the end of the month, you will see that success I was talking about. And that's it, Gemini. That's pretty much what I got. I mean, your sign is so complicated because it's air, so I knew this was going to be a challenge to begin with, but I love Geminis. You guys are so fun, and some of my good friends are Geminis, and I just love Mercury, so there you go. All right, Gemini, that's all I have for this reading for the month of June 2015. Please enjoy. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll be back with the next sign after Gemini, and I totally forgot what it was. I don't remember. It's Cancer. I'll be back with a Cancer reading probably later on this week, or later on tonight, I'm not sure. So yeah, guys, enjoy. Thank you so much. Namaste, blessed be, and yeah, have a beautiful day. Bye!